Hello everyone, I am back with my next question of my question based learning series. Hope you are following my YouTube channel DUK-Do. If you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know. And thank you so much for following my question based learning series. So let's move on to the next question. That is the question from day 21 is, what is the main difference between NAT Gateway and NAT Instance? Now, what is NAT? Let us understand that first. NAT is Network Address Translation. It is basically used as a proxy, or we can also call it as a forwarder. Let's say I have deployed my own VPC, virtual private cloud on AWS platform with multiple subnets. I have few public subnet and few private subnet. Now, for example, a private subnet instance, let's say, would want to make some outbound request to internet. Okay, want to reach out to internet. Now you all know that private subnet is the one that does not have a route to internet, right? But let's say want to download some security patches or want to download some package. For that, for some time, not just for always, sometime it want to make an outbound communication to internet. Now how is that possible? We cannot use internet gateway in the route table of private subnet instance, because that will provide us bidirectional communication, both inbound and outbound. Now for this, to achieve this, we need to take help of NAT gateway. What we do, we deploy NAT gateway in a public subnet, and we put the entry of NAT gateway in a private subnet route table, so that it will forward the private subnet instance request to internet. So NAT acts as a forwarder, as a proxy. Okay, so that the private subnet instance IP will not be exposed to internet, and the private subnet instance will be privately stored, secured, and it will not be visible from the internet. So that is the main use case of NAT. It acts as a proxy or a forwarder. Now NAT gateway is completely managed by AWS, so you don't have to worry about the scalability, availability, performance. That is taken care by AWS. And since it is managed by AWS, so it is chargeable. Hourly charges are applicable. Coming to NAT instance is basically an EC2 instance that you configure it as a NAT. So you can use it as a NAT. Now the thing is that you can use NAT instance as a proxy, as a forwarder, or you can also use it as a bash and host. Bash and host, which is also known as jump server or jump box. So suppose if I don't have, let's say I don't have a public subnet, okay, I just have a private subnet in my VPC, and I would want to connect to my private subnet instance. Now how do I do that? I don't have a public subnet, so via public subnet instance I can connect to private subnet instance. But if I don't have that, I can use bash and host to connect to my private subnet instance. So that is nothing but by bash and host. So NAT instance, we can also use it as a bash and host and proxy. But NAT gateway, we can use it only as a proxy server or the forwarder. That is the main difference between NAT gateway and NAT instance. Hope you found this information useful. So if you are looking for more such questions, more such content, subscribe to my channel. You know my channel name is right. It is highlighted on my screen. DUK-Do. And please provide your feedback, your comments. And thank you so much for watching me. And stay tuned until my next question. Until then, keep learning.